Hello, today I'm talking about a source known as The Truth About Painkiller Addiction by Sally Satel, published by The Atlantic on August 4th, 2019.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a few questions, if that's okay with you. First, can I ask you, what is your source about? Like, give me a little summary.
Okay, so my source talks about how opioids can end up being something that you're given from doctors and you're prescribed it just for chronic pain, but how this opioid can eventually lead into an addiction to harder drugs such as cocaine, heroin, alcohol, etc. So Sally Satel speaks about how the government has tried to take actions to prevent this crisis. She talks about how there's tighter provisions across prescribing actual opioids to patients. She talks about how they have to be eligible, they have to be stable to be prescribed addictions without possibility of addiction. And they've also talked about how pill mills have overproduced these opioids, so governmental actions were taking place to reduce the amount of opioids that were created. She also incorporates personal individual stories and experiences of people that have been through this addiction. And it all starts where one individual was a football star. He had a full scholarship for Ohio State University, but he got in a car accident a week before graduation, which injured his right shoulder. So he was prescribed opioids to deal with this pain. But 6 months down the road, he started drinking alcohol. He started drinking alcohol, and then later this addiction led to him doing heroin. So she just shows you how this opioid crisis is truly a snowball effect, and it can just start from being prescribed opioids just for a small injury that can lead to something ruining your life.
Very interesting, very interesting. So, can you tell me a little bit as to why you chose this topic?
The reason why I chose this topic was it kind of relates to me personally due to the fact that I have friends that choose to take opioids, Percocet, to escape boredom. Not for the physical pain, not to deal with pain, just to have fun and just to escape boredom. So this worries me because I don't want my friends to have to go through the same process, go through the same experiences that Sally Satel shows in these stories that she provides for us. And also, the reason why I chose this topic as well is because this crisis can happen to literally anyone. You can start off just taking these opioids, and then out of nowhere you'll get cling to it. It'll be a necessity, dude, and you'll itch for it. So that's scary to me, and I hope that actions can be taken to prevent this crisis from furthering.
Nice. So, what other questions that aren't included in this source do you have, about the source?
I would like to learn about truly what is addiction, so how your brain's receptors and your endorphins work, triggering your brain to say, hey, I'm addicted to this drug and I need it, and the psychological effects of it, and just how you act and how you feel off of when you're off a drug or off an opioid. And because people say that you feel uplifted and you feel happy, but I would like to learn truly how it affects your body.
All right. Now, who do you think the audience of this article is?
The audience is, I would say anyone, but the main people that you're trying to get at are probably, I would say, teenagers that are in high school that are experimenting, going to parties and having fun, and then also people that are already in addiction, already in this process of trying to break out and trying to break free from addiction. So yeah, those are the main two people that she's trying to get at.
All right, and what do you think the article is trying to do for this audience that you said?
So Sally Satel is just trying to help others out, help people break free from this addiction and prevent people from getting into this addiction. So the way she does that is just by giving stories, giving firsthand experiences, so you as a reader can understand what these people truly have been through and how it can actually ruin your life.